What's happening, organizations? You're thinking of adding a financial wellness program to your repertoire. One of the questions that I got here is how do you make slow, ongoing, consistent interaction with their people? But it's just not the way it really works. In fact, what ends up happening is that you airdrop a financial wellness program to your people. It's just like all the other programs. You might have some legal programs or some mental health programs or even your 401k or retirement plan. It's not like people are engaging with those regularly. Some people are, right? The minority of people are, but most people are only going to those when they need to. They're only going to the life insurance benefit when they're thinking about, hey, how much life insurance do I have? And so the problem I've seen is that organizations put in these financial wellness programs and then they start looking next week and the week after and the month after, and they're like, why aren't people getting better? We're assessing people and their stress isn't coming down, their savings isn't going up. And the reality is that most people, probably about 10% of the people, will engage with the program at some point in the first 12 months. And that can be just reading some articles, checking it out, opening the newsletter, jumping on a webinar. These aren't even like heavy hitting, life-changing moments like working with a coach or paying off their debt or paying off their home free and clear or anything like that. These are just the people that are engaging with the program in some way. And so when you think about all the people that you have, and only 10% of them are engaging, and then only a fraction of them are really doing something that's going to impact their financial lives, we're talking about a very few people. Now, the next year, you might have another 10% or some of those that overlap. So it's year over year, you're going to start slowly seeing people engage more. And one of the things that I don't have control of is being in front of these people every day. That's what the job is for. You come to work and you do the work and you're paying them, and so they will do that job and they will read your bulletins and your emails and your memos and whatever you put on the employee bulletin board and all of those types of things, because that's their work. So that's where they get most ongoing engagement. So while I have a lot of resources that people can use, which is great, what we want to really do is be there when they have an issue. So invariably, just like you and me, something comes up. Oh man, I've got to make a tuition payment, or man, I have to make my property tax payment. I got this notification about my property taxes going up, or I just got back from the grocery store and I used 2 weeks worth of grocery budget in 1 week, or the car needs a repair, or my insurance went up, or my insurer won't insure my house anymore, or whatever it is. Usually there is something specific, something acute, something that needs to be addressed right away. And that gets people to go and check out the financial wellness program saying, hey, is this in here? And that's why I want to be there. And that's why one of the big things that we focus on are guided first. Once you've answered a question before, okay, I'm getting this notification that my property tax is due. What do I do? If that's your first property tax bill, we'll show you what to do. But if it's your 15th, then you probably know what to do. So guided first are a big important one. We help people through a lot of these very specifically so that they know what to do next time and the time after that. And if they don't, they can certainly come back. But here is my reveal. The reveal is, yes, I wish I were in front of people every day. And we do some of that. I put in some updated news stories and financial tips every day into the Basecamp site. So if people are logging in, they're getting something new every day. But most people aren't going to do that. And so sometimes they'll get engaged with the newsletter. But the reality is, a lot of the value that people will take from the program are the social media posts, the posts that I give you, the posts that have financial education in it, financial tips, some quotes from celebrities, quotes from successful business people, definitions on financial terms, financial strategies and tactics, those types of things. Those things that you put up on social media, your employees are probably following your social media because they're an employee. They want to know what's going on in the company. They want to see what's going on. Your customers, your prospects, those types of people, and you putting that information out there. You don't have to build it. I have hundreds or thousands of posts that you can use, from financial education to in-depth financial strategies to just motivational stuff to self-care to mental health to physical wellness. All of those things, you can share those. And because they're short, they're interesting, they're engaging, people will be likely to read those. So when you do post it, if it's every day or multiple times a day, great. If it's once a week, great too. Or if it's on a less frequent schedule because you're posting your own content too, a lot of those times through those posts, that's where a lot of people are going to get value. So you might find the biggest engagement and the most education being transferred through those social media posts. And it's one of those things where if that's where people are getting information, great. If that's where people are getting help and improving themselves, fantastic. But it's also a great reminder when they see that logo, they see that website and that URL, that they remember, hey, if I've got something bigger coming up, I'm buying my first house, or I'm going to fight a traffic ticket, or I'm going to try to save for a big vacation, or whatever it might be, they can come back to the Expedition Money Base Camp and find their answer or get some help there. So it's just a reminder. It's one of those things that you have to be patient with your financial wellness program, and don't underestimate the power of those social media posts. Hey, you've got this one little picture. It's a little tiny square. It's just going to go up on our Instagram feed. We don't get a lot of engagement there. A lot of times it's because it's just information, or it's not really entertaining, or it's not new, or whatever it might be. But if you put those Expedition Money posts up there, people can actually get a lot of help from that. I've been using those posts myself. I use them on the Expedition Money social media pages, and we get lots of engagement there. So hopefully that gives you just a little bit more perspective on what you should expect out of your program, and how some of the things that we think are ancillary to the program are actually really core to it too. So hopefully that helps. I'll see you later.